Hey, y'all. Hey, good people. How's everybody doing on today? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Listen, please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Share the video. Like, share, subscribe. All right. Hit that notification bell. Make sure it says all so that when I go live, you'll get notified. Okay. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hold up, y'all. Let me wash. Let me clean my glasses off right quick. Hold on, good people. Hold on, good people. Let me, let me, uh, let me clean my glasses off right quick. Cause I need to be able to see. I got to be able to see, 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 see. What's going on, good people? I gotta be able to see. What's up? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What it do, 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 what it do. Hey, come on in here with me, y'all. Come on in here with me. I know y'all coming. I know y'all coming. Feel like something on my eye. I know y'all coming up in here with your girl for a little while. What did I title this tonight? How to rebuild your discipline. I think that's what I titled this. How to rebuild your discipline. I hope that's what I titled it. How to rebuild your discipline. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Because it's something that I think we all need to talk about. I know I went through it. I went through a period where so I had to rebuild myself. Like my discipline, my confidence, you know what I mean? Because it was like I was stuck. It was like I was stuck. And I couldn't understand why I was stuck. But what I noticed about myself is that, and I noticed I'm not the only one that go through that from other people I talk to. What I noticed is that not only was I stuck, but my standards for myself was low. Let me repeat that. I seen that my standards for myself was low is the reason why I kept being stuck, you know, and and I, it was like I wasn't pushing forward, you know? And so when I started to notice that, I kept saying, why am I doing that? Another thing that I found out is that when you start and keep stopping, you start and keep stopping. Hi Dylan, how you doing? When you keep starting and stopping, that's another thing that keeps you stuck. It doesn't help at all when you keep with starting and stopping. Okay? You have to, how can I put it? You have to set goals, okay, and stick with them. Not only just stick with the goals, but you have to stick with the promises that you make to yourself. That's what I noticed. That's how I noticed I had to, when I started on my healing journey and stuff, I noticed that when I started to rebuild myself, I had to make sure I kept the promises that I made to myself. You know what I mean? And I noticed once I started doing that, that is what made me want. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know who's that calling my phone, but that is what made me keep pushing through when I started to keep the promises that I made to myself, right? And I started really pushing myself, and then I started raising the bar, right? I started raising my standards. Hello, Vlad Daddy. Said, listen up, beautiful lady. I dropped my phone behind the bed and I've had to listen to your bullsh for the last 10 minutes. Oh, no, you didn't have to listen. You could have just tapped off. You could have just tapped out. That's all. It's not hard. Just keep scrolling. I don't understand people. They come on your page and when going to talk stuff to you on your page when they could have just kept going. I don't have nothing to do with that, sir. I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm on my page. I'm on my page talking, my channel rather. I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't have no parts of that. I really don't. I don't have no parts of that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand people. Excuse me, y'all. I was blocking that person. You come on my page telling me you listening to my BS. No, you don't have to listen to me. You could just keep going and get off my channel. It's not hard. Hi, Tanya. How are you? That's crazy. People is crazy. But anywho, back to what I was saying. Um, but yeah, when I noticed those things, right? Because I know some people that I talk with went through the same things that I went through. They wanted to, do different things. Hello, Teresa. They wanted to do different things, but some kind of way they kept getting stuck, right? And I had to explain to them that you can't keep starting and stopping. Because what happens is when you keep starting and stopping, eventually you're gonna stop and you're not gonna keep going. That's what ends up happening. You end up stopping and you get comfortable with where you at and you stay there. You can't keep doing that. If you're really trying to be successful and you want to better yourself, you have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. It's not so much about, it's partially about being motivated, but you don't have to be motivated. You just got to take action. That's something else that I had learned too, right? Is that because it was some days I didn't feel like doing what I want, I didn't feel like doing certain things. But even though I didn't feel like it, I did it anyway. I did it anyway. And so that's where you got to get your mindset and stuff there, where if it's things that you want to do with your life, if you want to be successful in your life, if you want to create a business in your life, whatever it is that you want to do, you have to discipline yourself to get up and do that. I don't care if you don't feel like it. You have to just take action. You have to make up in your mind that you're going to take action, you know and you're going to find ways. So if you keep pushing and pushing forward, no matter what, no matter how you feel, you just keep pushing forward, you just keep doing what it is that you're trying to do, you're going to find yourself disciplined. As time go on, you're going to get disciplined to that. you know just like when you get a job, right? And say you got to be at your job at 8 o'clock, but you get up every morning at 6 o'clock. Now at first, when you first started out, it was hard for you to get up at 6 o'clock, right? But as you kept getting up at 6 o'clock, your body got disciplined to that. So every morning, 6 o'clock, you wake up and you get to the point you don't even need an alarm clock. You know what I'm saying? You just end up waking up because you have became disciplined to do that. That's like with anything in your life. If you really want it, right? If it's something that you really want to do and you really want to be successful at it, you have to discipline yourself, right? And once you get disciplined, once you tap into it and you lock in, you make a decision to yourself that I'm going to lock into this and I'm willing to do the things that it takes for me to get where I need to get to, you know? And then your standards. Set your standards high. I believe that when you set your standards, I feel like we should all set our standards whereas though they look impossible, right? Because I feel like when you set them to a point where as though they look impossible, right? You will push yourself to the limit. You see what I'm saying? And what ends up happening is that you end up accomplishing that standard that you set for yourself. You end up doing it. Even though when you first started out, it looked at impossible, right? But you ended up doing it because you just pushed yourself to the limit. You didn't give up, you know? And I think that is so important that set the bar as high as you can. And don't listen to those thoughts, those negative thoughts that some of us be having, like, I can't do that. I don't see me doing that, you know? No, yeah, I see me doing that, and I'm gonna do it. And you push yourself to do just that, to reach that bar, you know? I feel like when you start talking negative to yourself is when you blow it. That's when you blow it. When you start listening to those negative thoughts that some of you be having. Because I used to have negative thoughts too. I did. I used to have them. And I fought them. I fought them off. I sure did. I fought them off. Because I was determined that nothing was going to hold me back. Nothing was going to hinder me. And so that kept me pushing forward. I kept pushing forward no matter what. And I think that's just something that's so important, that you set the bar as high as you can where it looks impossible, because but you'll keep pushing yourself. Even though it may look impossible, you keep pushing yourself and say, I'm going to reach that bar. It might look impossible, but I can reach that. I know I can reach that. And you keep pushing yourself and do just that. You'd be surprised of what'll come. Listen, you're going to be surprised of what will happen in your life when you just block out all the noise and tap into yourself. Tap into yourself. Lock in to yourself. Write down those goals and then write down your standards, right? Write down your standards. And like I said, make them high. Make your standards very high. Like when you write it down, make it when you look at it, you be like, wow. You know, like, wow, did I really put this down here? Right? But leave it there because you want to set the bar high. You want to set the bar high because let that push you forward. Let that make you keep pushing yourself. Allow that to make you continue to push yourself forward to reach that standard that you put down there. You're going to be surprised. I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised. But what I wanted to say something else that I learned too through my journey. Oh man, I learned so much. But I learned that, how can I put it? That it's not about motivation. Because I used to think that it was about motivation. It's not. It's not about motivation, y'all. Even though, like I say, you may feel some type of way, and this stuck out to me. And I always keep this in the back of my mind, that motivation, you don't have to be motivated to take action. You don't have to be motivated to take action. I used to think that if I wasn't motivated, then it was something that I really didn't want to do. And that's not true. That's not true. If that's something that you see yourself doing, or that you want to really get into or become successful in, then no matter how you feel, as long as you take action, it doesn't matter how you feel. What matters is that you take action towards whatever that is you're trying to become successful in. That was big for me, because I always looked at it as I needed motivation. I don't know why I looked at things like that, but I looked at things as though I needed motivation for me to, for me to do something. I just had to have motivation. And that's far from the truth. Now, listening to things that motivate you helps. Don't get me wrong. Excuse me. Those things help, but you don't have to be motivated in order for you to take action. Because some days you may get up and you may feel tired and stuff and be like, man, I don't feel like doing nothing today. And you might jump back in your bed, pull a cover over your head. No, 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 no. When you're trying to get somewhere, when you're trying to be successful in something, you're trying to get somewhere, you don't want to, you know, go by how you, if you feeling motivated or not. You don't want to, no, 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 no. You don't want to deal with that. What you want to do is say, no matter what, I got to get up and push forward. I got something I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be successful in such and such, 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 and I've got to get up and do this. I've got to get up and push myself forward. That's the mindset that you got to have. You just got to push yourself forward. Determine you're going to be consistent with whatever it is you're trying to do. Make up in your mind that that's what you're going to do. And you're not going to let nothing distract you, because I had a habit of doing that, letting things distract me. And then the next thing you know, I was stopping. I would end up stopping because I didn't feel motivated. So I would end up stopping. You can't do that. You got to keep going. You got to keep going, you know? And I just feel like if we tap into ourselves and we start putting these things into ourselves, right? You're going to find that things will turn out so different in your life if you just start putting these things in you, placing them in you, placing them in your mind, changing your mindset of how you look at things. And you're going to find that it might not be easy when you first start out. It may be a little hectic when you first start out, but tell yourself that you're going to do it. I'm going to do this. This is something I really want to do, and I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to let nothing stop me. I've got to do this, you know? And that's how you have to look at it and keep pushing forward no matter what. Don't stop. Don't stop. Let me tell you something. As many times as I stopped and started, I could have, listen, I know I missed my breakthrough. I know I missed it. As many times as I have stopped and started, I know for a fact I missed my breakthrough. I know it was a breakthrough in there somewhere. You can't tell me it wasn't. But I missed it because I didn't stick and stay. I didn't stick and stay. I didn't push myself forward. I kept starting and stopping, starting and stopping. So I know daggone well it was a breakthrough for me in there somewhere. I just missed it because I didn't take action. I didn't keep taking action. I didn't keep pushing forward. I didn't stay consistent. So I know somewhere in there I missed my breakthrough. And now I'm into something, and man, I be into it. I be into it. I'm determined. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not going to give up. I'm determined I'm not. And I work hard. Okay. I work hard. I work really, really hard because this is something I want to do. I like doing it. I have a passion for it. And so I'm not going to stop this time. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, you know? Um, and I feel as though this is it. I don't know if any of y'all have ever experienced it, but have you ever got into something and once you get into it, you know, this is it. This is my thing right here. This is what I should be doing right here. You know, you just feel it. You can feel it all in you that this is my thing right here. This is something that I should be doing. You know, this is something I want to do and I'm going to keep going. You know, and I have created so many plans, so many goals, so many ideas and things, right? For it. It's like now that I done tapped into it, I can see so many things happening with it since I done tapped into it, you know? Excuse me. And so I think that's important for all of us. If you get into something and you know you have a passion for it, get into it. Don't let nothing stop you. Tap into it and keep going. Keep pushing forward with it. I'm telling you, when I started what I'm doing, I didn't know where it was going to go. I knew that I liked doing it, right? And I had a thing for it, but I didn't know where it was going to go. But let me tell you something. Once I started to get all these ideas about uh about what I could do with it, which way I could take it, how I could do it. Like so many ideas and stuff just started coming to me. And so now I'm actually adding stuff on as I go along. I'm adding stuff in it. Adding stuff in it. I just keep adding stuff on as I go along, you know. And that's what we gotta do, y'all. Some of us are so caught up in negative stuff. Some of us got our heads stuck up negativity's ass, right? But that's why some of us can't get where we trying to get to because we have attached ourselves to too much negativity. And that's why we can't be successful. That's why we not having breakthroughs in our life and stuff like we should because we too busy with our head up negativity's ass. And it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. I'm sorry to tell you. If you keep your head up negativity's ass, nothing's going to come out of it for you. It's just the truth. Nothing will come out of it for you if you keep your head up negativity's ass. You know? But that's how some of us are. We got our mind attached to the negativity, you know? And then we sit back and we wonder why our life is not flourishing the way we want it to. It's not flourishing the way you want it to because you're not doing nothing to make it flourish. You gotta tap into some shit and make some shit happen. You know? I had a class the other day and I was talking to some people. And some people got kind of offended with me in the class because of the things I was saying, but it was true. Like the people that knew what I was talking about, and even they agreed with me. Listen, don't get mad with other people because they are pushing forward to what they want to do, right? Some people done created businesses and stuff because that's what they want to do, okay? And they doing exactly what they want to do. So, it was like some of the people that was in the class was getting mad with other people because they are trying to push themselves forward and do what it is that they really want to do. And then you got other people that's not trying to do that. Don't get upset because somebody else is really trying to do what it is they want to do. And then the other people that's just hanging on basically are not trying. They just work their everyday job and that's as far as you go. That's okay if that's what you want to do. But don't get mad with other people and irritated with other people because they want to take it further. They want to move further in their life. You know, they don't want to stay stuck on their job. They want to eventually give the job up and do something else. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But if you choose to stay on the job, that's your business. Everybody don't want to do that, you know? And you can't get mad at other people because they trying to make other moves and you're not. How I just don't understand people like that. You getting mad with somebody else because they want to do something, something better than just work their job. You can't get mad with people you can't get mad with people for that. If you don't want to do it, that's your business. But don't get mad with somebody else because they want to do it. They want better. They want to do better than just working their job. So, I don't understand that sometimes with people. And I think that the people that do that, I think they hurt people. They broken, they damaged. And I think that's why some of them come off like that, you know. I just feel like people that's got a lot of negativity going on within them, right? And they do a lot of negative things. I just feel like these people are broken and damaged and they really need to heal. They really need to work on healing themselves, you know? And even if you don't have the tools, if you feel like you don't have the tools to heal yourself, you can heal yourself from the inside out. You can rebuild yourself from the inside out, okay? If you really want to. Like I said, if you really want to. That's something that you got to really want to do. And you got to tap into it. But it can be done. It can be done. It's just that some of us, are lazy. Some of us are lazy. Some of us are procrastinators. Some of us are just comfortable where we at. And we don't want to do nothing. We don't want to try to push ourselves, to do more. That's just how some of us are. And I ain't mad with you. That's your business. That's your life. If that's how you want it, hey, if you like it, I love it. You know what I mean? I ain't mad with you. But don't get mad with other people because they want to do more and they want to push themselves to do more and do better, you know? But I think some of us really need to get into a class of healing. I really do. I think a lot of us need to get into it, because it's really helpful. I created a journal it's called The Quiet Comeback, and it helps you to heal you. The only thing you have to do, you have to be honest with yourself, right? You have to be honest with yourself because it's really not going to work if you don't be honest with you. It's not going to work. And I have to be honest with you. It's not going to work if you don't take and just be, open and honest with yourself. But it do work because I did me. That's how I did. I rebuilt myself from the inside out. And it worked. I just was open and honest with myself. And that's why I was able to make it through it. And it changed. It really changed my life. And that's what made me, you know, introduce it to other people because it really did change my life in a for the better. Let me put it like that. It did. And I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I was mind blown. It blew my mind the way I was changing, you know. It was a beautiful thing. It felt good. But I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised that it worked the way it did. And so, yes, I introduce it now to other people because a lot of us need to heal. A lot of us are broken and damaged. We really are. And some of us don't want to acknowledge it. We don't. We don't want to acknowledge it. But that's what keeps you stuck and stagnated because you don't want to acknowledge what's wrong with you. And then some of us want to blame people. We want to blame our mother because we like this or we like that. We want to blame our father because we turned out like this or we turned out like that. No, 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 no. We got to stop playing the blame game. We got to stop making excuses and reasons, right? And start putting the weight on our shoulders. We're grown now. We're not children. We're grown-ups. Okay? That means that you can change your life if you really want to. You can change your life. You don't have to stay in the rut that you're in. And playing the blame game is not going to help you. That's not going to help you either. It really isn't. Because you're trying to blame, some people try to blame others for the way they turned out, right? But let me tell you something. Nobody is worrying about that anymore because now we're grown and we have to take accountability for our own stuff. We grown now. No matter how many fingers you pointing at, you could point at numerous of people and say it's their fault. Why this happened to me? It's this one's fault. Why that happened to me? But at the end of the day, you're grown now. And nobody is responsible for you but you. So some of us got to stop playing that blame game because it doesn't work. What it does is it makes people want to, push away from you. It makes people want to step back away from you. When you start trying to play the blame game. You know what I mean? So that's how that go. Are you saying your favorite song by... No, I've never done coke. Have you? I wish y'all to stop coming over here on my channel with this dumbass shit. Seriously. I'm serious. Stop coming over here with that dumb shit. Seriously. That's what I was talking about. Just now when I said about negativity, I said people got their head stuck up negativity ass. That's what I'm talking about. When people come over here and they say the dumbest shit. Have I ever done coke? No, I haven't. I've never done coke. Have you? I started to say something when you asked me. I started to say something else. But I ain't go there. But no, I've never done coke. Okay? And if you listen to some of my videos, you will know where I've been at in my life. I ain't ashamed of it. But coke was not one of my stories. Okay? For real. Y'all crazy. That's all y'all do. That's crazy to me. That's insanity behavior when to troll people's channels and stuff like that. That is crazy to me. That really is. That's crazy to me. That's what I be talking about when I say people are broken and damaged and they need help. That's what I'm talking about. When you come into somebody's chat or you come in on somebody's channel and you just running your mouth, or saying stuff out the clear blue, crazy stuff. That's what I'm talking about. When you got a troll like that, you go around trolling like that, you need some help. It's something wrong with you. It's something wrong with you and you need some help. You really do. You need some help. Excuse me. Let me drink something. Excuse me, wait a minute, y'all. You really do. Some of y'all need some help. You come around trolling and people chat like that. And then if I say something, if I read you up and down in here, then you'll think I'm the meanest person in the world. But some of y'all come in, people chat with that old dumb shit. Like I don't be understanding it. Because if I was to say what I started to say, your feelings would have been hurt. Trust me, it would have been. But I ain't gonna go there. But some of y'all is crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Some of y'all are really broken and damaged people, and you need help. You really need some help. You just come and troll in people's chat like that. Like, really, just jump up, just pop up and troll for no reason. And I'm telling you, and some of y'all are grown up. It ain't like y'all children doing that. Some of y'all are grown ups that do that dumbass shit. It's stupid. And you make yourself look like something wrong with you. Seriously. I'm serious. Go see you a psychiatrist or something. If you are grown up and you on here doing that, trolling people's chat and stuff, go see a goddamn psychiatrist. Seriously. Because something definitely wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. It really is. And you really need to go get the help you need to go get. And stop trying to troll people. Like, seriously, I think that's craziness. That's insane behavior to me. I look at it as insane behavior when you come on somebody's chat and talk crazy out your head. The other guy did that too. Oh, sir, you on my channel. What are you talking about? You're on my channel. Get the hell off my channel. If you don't want to watch, keep it pushing. Nobody told you you had to stay here. Like, seriously, y'all got issues. And that's what I be talking about. The internet has made it where as though people can be assholes and do insane behavior, right? And you don't know who the person is because they, make up accounts and stuff. So you don't really know who it is that's doing it. But they got these people out here that's complete assholes. And they do insane behavior. And that's not good when you do insane behavior. Like, seriously. And I guarantee you, most of them is adults that's doing it. Most of them are adults. I guarantee you it is. Most of them are adults. That's really sad, though, to be on here doing that type of behavior. You don't have nothing better to do? I have no idea who that is. You look like Tom. I don't know who that is. I don't know if you being smart or, I don't have a clue who that is. But yeah, some of these people just trip me out. That's insane behavior. You come in people's chat and then you just start talking off the top of your head. You know what I'm saying? If anything, see what the people talking about first on their channel. If you're coming on somebody's channel, see what they talking about and join the conversation. Don't come on somebody's channel and just start talking silly. My gracious. I don't get it. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. To me, that's insane behavior. Seriously. Some people need help. Some of y'all need some help. Y'all really do. Some of y'all are just broken and damaged, and you really need some help. Seriously. But I'm getting ready to go. I am done for the night, and I got something else to do. So thank you all for tapping in. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna put the link in the description box. So if y'all want the free journal, you can get the free journal.